Hey guys, and a very warm welcome back to What's for Tea, and I hope that I find you all very well indeed. If this is your first time here, a very warm welcome to you also, and welcome to my wee corner of YouTube. Right, so this is the 8th instalment of my wee festive food and drink ideas, and tonight I'm making a good old Cock-a-Leekie soup. If you've never heard of this before, it's basically a chicken and leek soup. I always make soup as an option on Christmas Day, and I think this year is going to be good old Cock-a-Leekie. It's easy to make, can be made well in advance, it freezes really well and relatively cheap to make, so it's great all round. I've listed everything that I'm using in the description box down below in case you want to make this at a later date. So thank you very much for popping over, and this is what you're going to need if you want to give it a wee go. First of all, I'm using a teaspoon each of rosemary and thyme. These are just dried herbs. I'm using 3 medium carrots, which I've grated. I'm using 8 leeks, which I've chopped, into quite big chunks actually. I'm using a whole fresh free-range chicken. This is just over £2. And I'm also using 200 grams of long grain rice, and that's it. The only thing you'll need extra is salt and pepper. You can add as much as you like, just according to your own taste. Right, so that's it. Super simple and absolutely delicious, and a must try if you haven't beforehand. So first thing you want to do is grab yourself a large stock pot with a lid, put a quarter of your leeks into the bottom of your pan, and then rest your chicken on top of that, and put another quarter of your leeks on top of that. And fill the whole thing up with some water, cover it up and let it come to the boil. Once it's boiling, you can reduce your heat and simmer away for about an hour, or until your chicken is falling off the bone. Now this will depend on, what type of chicken you've got, how old it is, the size, a lot of things actually. So just check back after about 50 minutes just to see how it's getting on. My one took an hour exactly. Like I say guys, this is just over £2, so it's not very big. I'd say it's a sort of medium-sized chicken. I'm just going to give mine a wee poke, just to see where I am. So I gave this one an extra 10 minutes, like I said, and it's absolutely perfect now. So that was 1 hour exactly. The next thing you want to do is get your chicken out and then just set it to the side, because we're going to use that later. And then you want to drain your liquid through a sieve or a colander so that you're just left with the clear broth, and return that back to your pan. You can just discard anything that was, in your sieve or your colander. Just dump that into the bin, we don't need that anymore. All we need is your clear stock. So just bring it back to the boil. And then you want to go and wash your rice and then add that to your stock. And give this a simmer for about 10 minutes. After your 10 minutes, just pop back and you can pop in your rosemary and your thyme. You can use any herbs you like, but I think rosemary and thyme go really well with chicken. Traditionally as well, you would be adding prunes to this just at the end, but I absolutely hate prunes, so I'm not going to put any in, but feel free to add prunes at the end if you like. So once your rice has had the 10 minutes, you just want to go ahead and pop in your grated carrots and the rest of your leeks. And just give it a good stir round. This is super simple, this soup, it really is, but you know what, it's so delicious. The stock, you know, the stock that the chicken produces is phenomenal. Just pop your lid back on and give this 20 to 25 minutes. You'll know when it's ready, when your rice is soft and all your vegetables are cooked. Just like this. We're just about there now. And you can see the lovely oil on top of that broth that's obviously from the chicken. And smells beautiful, really does. So all you've got to do now is add your salt and pepper. You can add as much as you like, you know, it'll just depend on your own individual taste. I just popped in about a teaspoon of pepper and probably about a tablespoon of salt. But like I say, this is entirely down to you. Some people don't like salt at all. I just think it helps to bring the flavours out. Just give it a final wee stir. And that's it done. Like I say, this is beautiful just to pop in a big crock pot with a ladle, you know, and sit it on your Christmas table for your starter, just as an option, you know. So all you have to do now is pop it into a bowl. So you want to start off with some of your chopped chicken from the chicken you removed from your stock earlier and just top it up, you know, with your soup from the pan. And that's it. You can still see the lovely oil on top. Oh, it's delicious. Lovely and warming as well, especially at this time of the year. And really is a meal in its own right. You know, it's so filling with the chicken, the rice, the veg, the soup. And we're also having some crusty tiger bread with some lovely butter on the top. I could just have this all over again, I really could. Such a greedy person. So that was it, guys. So what did you think? What are you having Christmas Day? You can comment below and let me know, because it's interesting to see. That's me. That was me yesterday, all wrapped up. It's interesting to see what other people are having, you know, in different countries around the world, because I know you're all dotted all over the place. It's fascinating. So yeah, so I've got meals of the week going up in the next half hour. That's all just sitting ready to go. So until next time, guys, thank you very much for popping over and take care of yourselves. And I'll see you then. Bye for now. Bye now.